Hey, thanks for joining us for this episode of Marketing with Mitch, a daily podcast with a StoryBrand certified guide where I get into all things marketing to help you win at business. Let's do it. Whether or not to invest in blogging is a big question for many business owners. There's no doubt that it takes time and energy, making you wonder if it's really worth it. Well, like we talked about yesterday, for local SEO, it could be absolutely worth it for you to be blogging about your city and local things that are happening. But here's a few other handful of reasons why it is worth the investment. So, first, blogging really assures your reader that you're equipped to serve them well. And what I mean is, if you're blogging about stuff in your industry and services that you provide, then it just adds credibility to what you're up to. Secondly, blogging boosts your SEO, which we talked about yesterday and today. So more ideal customers will find you and your services. Blogging is actually is scalable. So you write it once, right? And it's going to be there for a long, long time. Many people are going to read it. Fourth, blogging builds your authority. Like I said earlier, the more that you're doing there, people will see that you're credible. You'll be seen as a thought leader, right? Fifth, blogging keeps your website current. So if you're not constantly, but if you're posting content frequently, Google sees that and they like that. Having a blog, this is six, increases time on your site. Google loves this, so they want people to stay there. Time on your site is a good signal for Google. And lastly, blogging forces you to stay in touch with the needs of your audience, for your people. So if you're going to actively do it, then you're going to want to create content that people want to read. So the question about blogging is, should you do it or not? Absolutely, you should do it. And then we talked yesterday about creating content, local content, for your local SEO. One of the things that you can do is create like what I call a city page or a location page for your website. And basically what that is you create a page to highlight a certain, geographic area where your business and your customer operates. And so you want to do that in a way where, like for me, I'll just give you an example. For me, my business, I'm located in Arlington, Texas, but I serve locally. I can serve all over Dallas, Fort Worth. And so I may want to create a location page or a city page for Fort Worth. And so that I can rank for that. And so some of the things that you should do, right, when creating a city page or a local page is don't make sure you don't create thin or duplicate content, meaning you're going to want to create a page that's actually, full of good information. And so here's some questions that you can, for yourself, if you're going to write this page, try to answer these questions so that you get really good content. So first, you're going to want to make sure you list or talk about every service that you offer. And on this page, you want to, you could talk about the most, you want to know, right, the typical type of client that you're looking for. That way you can actually talk about those clients on the page. And then, think through what are the most requests, the questions, the needs that people come to you with. Those are going to be things that you can talk about on this page as well. Also, think about all your services, tips, or advice that are unique to a city. So, for example, there may be different requirements based on city laws. If I'm in Denver, then obviously the weather is going to be different than if I'm in Arlington, Texas. I don't have to deal with, most of the time, I don't have to deal with super hard freeze type weather. Think about this, the types of guarantees that you offer or satisfactions that you offer. You're going to want to write about that Any specials that you offer, you're going to want to include those on this page as well. So if you normally run a Black Friday sale, then you may talk about that. If you normally run a summer sale, then you may talk about that. So one of the things too that you're going to want to do is talk about why your business is better than your competitors. Not that you want to trash your competitors, but talk about the differentiations and the things that you do. You want to talk about yourself with empathy and authority. Empathy for your customers, clients' problems, but also authority in the fact that you are the guide, right? You are the person who can help them solve their problem. And then if you participate in support of local events, teams, organizations, you're going to want to put that on there as well. So all those things are really going to help you create. Now, what I was going through there is so that you can create a page that's not thin content. You want to have a good, I would say at least 600, 700 words on this page. So go through and really think through what you're going to do there. All right, so there you go. Go create some good local content for your local SEO. And then if you're a national business, again, you should absolutely be blogging for the reasons that I mentioned earlier. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Thanks so much for listening to Marketing with Mitch. I hope you enjoyed this episode and found it valuable. Here are 3 ways in which I can help your business. First, take the My Business Report assessment. The link is in the show notes. In 12 minutes, you'll get a free, detailed report on the health of your business and a customized plan for how to make it more profitable. Second, schedule a strategy session with me. It's 60 minutes long. It costs $300. And if you don't feel like you got your money's worth, I'll refund the money. Why do I charge for this? I charge so you'll have some skin in the game and show up for our call. Third way I can help your business, you can hire me to build your sales funnel. The best way to get that started is to schedule a strategy session. And if we work together, I'll credit the $300 to your project. So if you have time, please subscribe to the podcast and consider rating and reviewing the show. That will help other people find us, and then we can help more people get their marketing right. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on Marketing with Mitch.